Hello there, Ronya Banks here. Continuing on with the conversation about contemplations. These are contemplations that you can engage in to help make the mind more receptive for meditation practice, for life moment-to-moment mindfulness practice. So the Buddha said, it's quoted in the Anguttara Nikaya, "O monks, there are 10 ideas which when emphasized are of great fruit, of great profit for plunging into Nibbana." So what are these 10? I'm not going to go into all 10 of them, but I'm going to talk today about the contemplation of death. Death and or impermanence is considered one of the contemplations. So what we're supposed to do is when we take a moment, either in our meditation practice or during the day, to contemplate our inevitable death. The likelihood, more than the likelihood that we're going to die. But death can be a very difficult contemplation for many Westerners, really, from what I've found. A lot of people have so much resistance to even thinking about death or talking about death. And there are a lot of reasons that our conditioning in the West perhaps is one that we're conditioned to seek pleasures, desires, fulfill our desires. It's like a national pastime in America, at least in America. I don't know if it is in other countries. And there's also a prevailing belief in America that if we can just find the right ticket or the right practice, we can be perpetually happy every minute of every day. And once we get this happiness, we're supposed to hold on to the happiness and have it for the rest of our lives, which sets us up for disaster. We're also supposed to stay young for the rest of our life. Aging and ultimate death is definitely seen as negative and to be avoided, right? Yet, is that realistic? Everywhere around us, there's the inevitable truth of death. Everything dies. And every day around us, we see animals that get killed on the side of the road that are dying, plants and trees that are dying, friends and family and people that we hear about who have died. And yet, even with all this proof of death around us, we live as though it's not going to happen, that we're going to live forever. Not only do we not, really contemplate this or know this as a truth, we don't take into account the fact that life is really pretty unstable, it's unsure, it's impermanent. It's getting shorter every single day. And the fact that all of us are going to die, each and every one of us is going to die. Everything on this planet, everything that is impermanent is subject to death and dying and decay. The truth is, we don't know when we're going to die, but we do know intellectually that we're going to die. This practice is about going beyond the intellectual and going more to the experiential realm of knowing that we're going to die. So we might want to contemplate that every breath that we take could very well be our last breath. Every morning that we wake up, one of the first thoughts that we could engage in is, wow, I'm here for one more day. I have been allotted another day. It's amazing that I'm still alive. Another gift. We just don't know when we're going to die. That's the truth. And every day could very well be our last day. That is a fact. When we live in awareness that today could be our last day, life becomes more magical. We don't take life for granted. We have a lot more appreciation. We choose to live each moment more fully. If today's my last day, if this is my last moment, I want to really permeate this moment. I want to be here fully, right? If today were your last day, how would you treat the people in your life, the people that you love, your pets? How would you be spending your time if today were your last day? Right? You most likely would spend it not in trivial pursuits or wasting your time, but treating each moment with love, and each person with caring and meaning. So the contemplation of death is very powerful, and it's helpful in our practice. It helps destroy the vanity within ourselves if we realize that we're going to get old if we live long enough and we're going to die. It also helps us get over this infatuation that we have with sense pleasures, of getting as much pleasure as we can, of being as happy as we can in each moment. It helps, as I said, bring more urgency and importance to life. We don't want to waste it. It's precious and it's short. And it also helps us be fully present and alive and appreciative of whatever comes to pass. So I hope that you take this to heart and start contemplating your own death more often, perhaps the beginning of your meditation or during the day each day, or maybe on the way to sleep or when you first wake up. Thank you.